There are tens of millions of Americans who oppose abortion because of moral principles, but they're attached to a political movement that seems completely disconnected for concern for life after birth. A lot of concern for what they claim to be life before birth. What about after birth? What about the birth of the mother? No concern. House Resolution 358, the so-called protect... By the way, a lot of these proposals are going by the wayside. They're going in the trash where they deserve to be. The redefining rape bill, that's not happening. H.R. 358, the Protect Life Act. In addition to making it all but impossible for women to get insurance coverage for abortion care in the new state health exchanges, even if they use for their own money, H.R. 358 would let public hospitals refuse to provide emergency abortion care even when necessary to save a woman's life. I thought you were pro-life. I thought your policies were meant to foster life. But even when a woman's life is in danger, she can't get a safe, legal abortion, a procedure which is legal? What is pro-life about that? Please explain to me what is so pro-life about this faux moral majority, pro-family attitude that you have, so-called pro-family, so-called pro-life. There's nothing pro-life about it.
Well, let's add that this will never pass.
It will not pass.
Right.
And you know what? We've talked a lot about abortion on this show. Regardless of my personal position on abortion, Lewis, which we could discuss, okay? I believe there should be access to legal and safe abortions. I believe that is a pro-life policy. Why are senators and congressmen involved in deciding which procedures doctors and women determine are appropriate for them? Why are congressmen and senators even involved in that? There's no reason.
Yeah, these are the congressmen and senators who say they want as little government as possible. They don't want the government interfering in people's lives. Well, this is as direct as you can get with government interfering in people's lives.
Forget about whether women will still get an abortion, an unsafe one, if it is more difficult to get legal abortions. Forget about whether the effects, forget about all the minutia arguments and the arguments that go to whether you are personally for or against the procedure. Why are senators and congressmen, almost none of whom are doctors, deciding on exactly what type of procedures should be legal? Exactly where should those be paid? Can people, with their own money, can they have access to those? Or can hospitals refuse that? I thought that you, as Republicans, said the government should be involved in as little as possible. They should not interfere in people's lives. This is an interference, ladies and gentlemen. And this is an interference under the guise of many times religion. Under what else? Morality. And it is absolutely pathetic, and we should be putting a stop to it right away. Forget about my personal views. Congressmen and senators should not be involved in this, period, full stop. Last note on this, South Dakota moved to legalize the killing of abortion providers. They wanted to pass a law. Phil Jensen, I don't even need to tell you what party he's a member of. Do I, Lewis? People will know.
No.
He wanted to change or pass a bill in South Dakota which would make it legal in some cases it would be justifiable homicide to kill someone who is about to kill a fetus. And as you can see, this would open up the door to justifiable killings of abortion doctors. Phil Jensen agreed to come on the show today. He stopped answering my emails after we had agreed to an interview, and then we found out that the proposal had been dropped, logically. So
right.
Not only do we have attacks on women constantly, but these things are not even going anywhere, Lewis. They are going nowhere because they make no sense. We'll be back after this, davidpakman.com/membership. Make sure you don't miss my scam story today on the bonus show. Back after this.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.